Well, meantime, other people feeling the pain out there are American farmers. A growing number of American farmers are turning to hemp following low grain prices and the prolonged trade war with China. Advocacy group Vote Hemp found the licensed cultivation of hemp in the U.S. has grown from roughly 25,000 acres in 2017 to over 78,000 acres last year. Interest in the cannabis plant increased with the passage, of course, of the 2018 Farm Bill back in December, when hemp was placed under the supervision of the USDA. And guys, we've obviously seen a bunch of different companies getting into the hemp space. Canopy Growth, we had them on the show on Yahoo Finance.
Friend of the show.
Cannabis, friend of the show.
And also Curaleaf, CEO.
Also Curaleaf. I mean, when you talk about CBD rising, but also the uses outside of just CBD. You talk hemp plastics, you can talk about all these different things that you can do with hemp. Canopy Growth throwing $500 million into growing hemp, or cultivating hemp, I should say, in the U.S. So, I mean, what do you make of that? As maybe these farmers are saying, okay, if we're not going to get our products sold on other fronts, what else can we do with our land?
Yeah, I mean, I've looked into soybeans and how that's really been impacted for these farmers because of this trade war. So China is the biggest importer of all those U.S. soybeans, but because of the trade war, they put in retaliatory tariffs, so demand of those U.S. soybeans has gone down. So these farmers are being really smart. Go into hemp, plant those grains. It's now legal. Take advantage of that. Of course, the U.S. Department of Agriculture doesn't have its act together just yet in terms of giving those licenses, so they have to rely on states to be able to give it to them. Yeah. But yes, there's huge revenue to be made with hemp.
You're exactly right. And when you're backed into a corner, you have to do something, right? You can't just sit back and wait for the trade war to end, because at this point it's dragging on for quite a while. But I was looking at the profit that these farmers are able to make on hemp, and it's something ridiculous, like $750 per acre versus $150 per acre with soybeans. So it's smart to make this shift just in the time period when you're waiting for the trade war to end. But a lot of these farmers aren't poised or well suited to do this kind of farming. It's a completely different kind of farming, so you have to switch up what you're doing already. So it does take time, and it's also a so lot of work. So I don't necessarily
exactly
you can't just
put
like, let me put
the hemp grain and
it goes in
clearly not a farmer.
Conditions. So it's harder, and I think that's what the drawback is if you do want to make the shift, you have to be pretty confident that you're going to continue growing hemp.
Yes, I mean, U.S. hemp sales is $1.1 billion, but it's projected to be $1.2 billion in 2022, so in just 3 years.
Yeah, and as you said, there is that kink in production because you're waiting on state licenses to come through and everything else to get in order there. Of course, it's moving very quickly, though. You think about this in the Farm Bill just last December, and now potentially could be a major crop for a lot of farmers caught in a tough spot right now.